Chair thanks the gentleman. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Wisconsin, Representative Van Orden.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Criswell, you mentioned in your testimony that you had several of your FEMA folks working on the southern border, helping with the illegal immigrants, and you said that at one point you had 250, is that right?
Yes, sir. At our peak, we did not have more than 250 people engaged.
Okay, you didn't have more than 250. Okay, great. So what's their pay grade of those 250 people?
I would have to have my staff get back to you.
Let's have a look at that, please. So let's just say there are 13s. You got 250, that's $33.5 million. Did you calculate that into your costs of what you expended for the, I don't even know what program that would be? Is that out of the $715 million provided for humanitarian assistance? Did you count the salaries of these people?
The majority of the people that we have sent to support the southern border have been reimbursed to us through the Economy Act by the department.
Okay, so they're being paid by taxpayers' dollars.
Correct.
Okay. How many of these people were working on the southern border immediately following the fires in Maui?
Immediately following what, sir? I didn't hear you.
The wildfires in Maui, the most devastating wildfire in the history of the United States and the most horrendous tragedy that has ever happened to the state of
I would
Hawaii.
have to get back to you as to exactly how many were there at that particular time, but I can tell you that currently today we have less than 50 people out of our workforce of nearly 24,000.
I got you,
that are
ma'am. My
engaged
point
in
is
the
this:
border.
if there is one single member of FEMA working on the border processing illegal aliens coming into the country when our Hawaiian brothers and sisters are without homes, that's one too many. And I think that you've lost your way. Are you familiar with the term mission creep?
I am.
Okay. Although, as you know, FEMA is not an immigration or law enforcement agency, however, FEMA has recognized expertise in executing grant programs, so you're good at giving away taxpayers' dollars.
The expertise that we have, sir, is to bring collaboration and
Ma'am, this is your
coordination.
testimony. You are recognized experts in executing grant programs. Okay, so you're good at giving away other people's money. And I believe that if I read this stuff and I see how your agency's been working in particular with the southern border, you're confusing motion with progress. Ms. Bernard, I'm looking at this stuff and I see there's billions and billions of dollars that was fraudulently expended, right? And you say repeatedly, FEMA has interpreted these things, FEMA made these decisions, FEMA decided to do these additional duties. FEMA is not a person. FEMA is an agency. Do you have the names of the individual people that made these, I think, very poor decisions to expend billions of taxpayers' dollars fraudulently? Do you have anybody's names attached to these expenditures?
So if I'm understanding your question, you're asking if we have the names of the fraudsters? We do have a very robust COVID fraud unit that's conducting over
I see
500
that.
investigations.
Yeah, I mean the names of the people at FEMA that made these incredibly poor decisions. Because FEMA that's an agency, it's not a person. An agency is made up of people that make bad decisions. Do you have their names?
We do not have their names, no, but we have generally across the board made several recommendations for FEMA to improve its ability to get money into the right hands and keep money from the wrong hands.
Okay, so you make recommendations to an agency, not individual people, so the individual person is not, they don't even know if they made a good decision or bad? Is that right?
That's correct in this context, yes.
Okay. Has anyone been fired for the misuse of billions of taxpayers' dollars to your awareness?
I wouldn't want to speak to the outcome of investigations because we do have so many investigations
You can
underway.
just say no. To the best of your knowledge, has anyone been fired for misusing billions of taxpayers' dollars?
I wouldn't want to speculate, no.
I'm going to take that as a no. Has anyone been disciplined?
Again, I would point to our investigative work.
Has
which-
anyone been retrained? Okay, hold on a second. Ms. Criswell, has anyone been fired, disciplined, or retrained for the misuse of billions of taxpayers' dollars from your agency?
Congressman, as it relates to the findings in the OIG reports, and those especially that we have disagreed with, no.
Okay, all right. Then how do we learn We keep doing the same thing. You people are spending billions and billions of American taxpayers' dollars fraudulently. And if I don't know who did it, we can't hold them accountable, and we're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. This is why people hate Washington, D.C. You people are giving billions of dollars that you throw willy-nilly around because you can, Mr. Curie, and you keep doing it over and over again, and we don't learn. That's why people hate bureaucracies. Ms. Bernard, you need to be empowered. You need to be empowered to recognize individuals, not an agency. And you need to be empowered to recommend them being fired and held financially accountable and put into prison for fraud. Ms. Criswell, you are the leader. You are the captain of this ship. And if you're not cleaning house right now, you are not doing your job, ma'am, because you've been put, you're responsible for billions of taxpayers' dollars and thousands of people's jobs and tens of thousands of Americans' well-being in tragedy. And if you have leakers on your team, it's not going to work out. Sorry for
Chair,
exceeding my
thanks the
time.
gentleman.
I yield back.
Thanks.